Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have the Samsung Galaxy J5 with me, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing and have a first look. And if you recall, I had done an overview about the Galaxy J5 earlier, but that was with a pre-production unit. This is a retail unit. And regarding the pricing, the price quoted here on the box is 13,900, but this unit is exclusively sold in India via Flipkart for 12,000. I'll have the link for Flipkart in the show notes, and if you're purchasing, please use my link. It does help the channel. And let's just open the seals now, and here it just specified that it has a Super AMOLED screen. Interesting thing is that it also has a front facing LED flash for the selfie camera. It also has the ultra power saving mode and 4G LTE connectivity. So let's just take this out. So here we have the handset, and this is in white color. There are other colors also, like the black and the gold, I believe. Let's put this to the side, and let's see. We have the quick start guide. Technically this model is the SMJ 500F, and this gives you a basic idea that the back cover can be opened, and this is a dual SIM device, and it also has a micro USB port. And regarding SAR, let's see what is the, and here it says this SAR at head is 0.808, and we also get a headset, and it's the standard headset that we generally get with Samsung devices. It's not in ear, but we have a button here to take our end calls. Obviously the USB cable. Let's look at the charger rating, and it's a 5 volt 1 amp charger, so basic charger, not a fast charger. And this is the battery itself, and the battery is supposed to be 2600 milliampere. So let's put all these things to the side and let's look at the handset itself. So here we have the Samsung Galaxy J5, and from the looks it looks like a typical Samsung device. I have this, so and the back is user replaceable, and again here it says that it is 4G, and it's a dual SIM device, that's why this is having duos. And regarding camera, it sports a 13 megapixel camera, which is interesting. And we have this plastic over the camera, so let's take out. And this is a proper, what do you say, it accepts proper 2 micro SIMs, and the SIM 1 will go over here, the SIM 2 goes over here, and we can also add a micro SD card. So it accepts 2 SIMs and a micro SD card. Some of you were asking me about that. So let's pop this back. Again, it's typical Samsung feel. This is not metallic, it's plastic, unlike the A series, which are metallic. Let's power on. It gives me haptic feedback, and by the time it boots, let me give you a physical overview. On the top, actually we have nothing. This is just fake chrome. It's still plastic, and on this end we have the power button. Again, nothing else. On the bottom we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, the micro USB slot that will be used for charging, the main microphone, and on this end we just have a volume rocker. So the design is typically what we have seen in earlier Samsung devices, not the new design language. And on the back we have the opening for the speaker, LED flash, and that 13 megapixel camera. The front is actually very interesting. Let me just go back, and this is actually again a LED flash for the selfies, and the front facing camera is again a 5 megapixel shooter. Regarding the screen, it is a 720p HD screen, and it's a Super AMOLED screen. So let me just quickly just set this up and then we'll continue. So we are booted, and it does not have the auto brightness sensor, as you can see, so you have to manually adjust the brightness, but we have this outdoor mode. I'll test it later on in direct sunlight how it works. We have quick toggles over here. If we edit, these are all the quick toggles, and it does have the ultra power saving mode because it has a Super AMOLED screen. So we have mobile hotspot, and these are the things. We also have a toggle for flashlight, but let's just go back. And we also get 100 gigabytes of OneDrive online storage. If you want, you can get that. And if we go, let me adjust the brightness a little bit, guys. Yeah. And if we go to about, as you can see, it's running on the Android version 5.1.1. That is Android Lollipop. So we are getting the latest version of Android Lollipop out of the box. But again, do note that these touch type capacitive buttons at the bottom are not backlit. Now if we move to the storage, it has 8 gigabytes of internal storage, and out of that we get just 4.25 gigabytes. And regarding RAM, it has 1.5 gigs of RAM. We can add a micro SD card. I will add it when I do my testing and see if some of the apps can be moved to the SD card, because I do feel 8 gigabytes and we just get about 4 odd gigabytes of space free is a little bit on the lower side if you play a lot of games, I would say. We do also have FM radio, and we also have the smart manager. We started to see this from the Galaxy S6. It's nice to see that Samsung is including these software features even in the budget range. We also have Knox, I believe, and also this is 4G LTE compatible, and we actually have this game zone, I believe. Let's see if it connects. I need to add my Google account, and some of the games you can get the game credits, for example Asphalt 8 and some other games. I will actually include that in my gaming review when I do that. So let's quickly just fire up the web browser, and let's see how it handles it. And this is the default keyboard that we get. We get a number row, and the keyboard is responsive. And as you can see, it loaded it very quickly, but let's go to the desktop version. Again, as you can see, it loads it very quickly. So web browsing should be a good experience, but now before we continue, let me give you a configuration overview. The Galaxy J5 is based on the Snapdragon 410 chipset, which is a quad-core processor clocked at 1.2 GHz. It has 1.5 gigabytes of RAM. Regarding the GPU, it's the Adreno 306 GPU. It has 8 gigs of internal storage, a micro SD card slot, which accepts micro SD cards up to 128 gigabytes. Regarding the screen, it sports a 5-inch Super AMOLED 720p HD screen. And moving towards the camera, the rear-facing camera is a 13 megapixel shooter with f1.9 lens, whereas the front-facing camera is a 5 megapixel shooter with LED flash. Also, it supports 4G LTE bands in India, and the battery is a 2600 milliamp hour battery. And in fact, Samsung talks a lot about the gaming capabilities and even the camera on this device. So let's quickly have a look at the camera. And the interesting thing is, this is the rear facing camera. Let's just cancel this setting. Regarding the front facing camera, as you can see, this is the front facing camera, and we actually have a LED flash over here, so you can enable this. So this is new. I haven't seen this with Samsung in their budget range. So again, we have that option. Let's quickly take some snaps now and see how this is. We have the standard features like tap to focus. It was blurry. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so it is taking some time to focus, but looks like after focusing, it does an okay job. But I will definitely try to do a detailed. Yeah, it is having a little bit of issue in focusing very close objects like this. So let's look at these pictures. If you guys are really interested, I can do an in-depth camera review. As you can see, this came out nice, but in some other shots it was not that sharp. So focusing, you got to be careful. See, this came nice. So again, if you guys are interested, I can do a camera review if you would like. And before we end, let's also look at this device, if it supports USB OTG out of the box. So I have put this USB OTG cable, and yes, it popped in. So it does support USB OTG. Let's play a video file and see how is the speaker. Let's do that quickly. So the viewing angles are nice. As you can see, I'm going to extreme viewing angles. Then also, it is nice. Speaker is just here at the back. It's okay. I would say it's not very tinny or very loud, just average in my opinion. So let's just get out. So good thing is USB OTG works out of the box. I will be testing this device for the next couple of days, and if you have any specific questions around this device, do post them in the YouTube comments and I'll try to include them in my review. Thanks for watching this video. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.